curricular models with the teacher Julia Serving, that we are knowing about what think the teachers about curricular design. Therefore, we request your help for answer the following questions about curriculum. First, do you think that teachers should have more involved in the writing of curriculum?
Yes, well, first of all, thank you for inviting me to share this table. And yes, for me, it's very important that teachers who are the ones that have the experience in working with children or the students, no matter the age, should be involved in the curriculum design because they have both the experience from the classroom, from the connection to the content, and of course with the students, and the reality of the students. So it's always important that teachers are involved in a curriculum design.
Okay, next question. What do you think are the most important issues to postgraduate emphasis on for the elaboration of the curriculum?
Yeah, well, it's very important. All the process of the curriculum design are very important. First of all, taking into account the content, and of course, regarding that content, then what is important is to have a planning from that curriculum, and a planning that is related to the content and reality and life work of the students. Also taking into account the ages of the children, or whether they are adolescents, or in which category we are going to start working with, to have a clear design plan. And of course, a curriculum should always be flexible. It's not that I plan something and it remains the same for always. I should take care of having this curriculum, taking the time also to reflect on that, thinking about what was successful or not, how I can reconnect that curriculum with the reality of the classroom and make changes. And so it's important an evaluation of what is being said and done regarding the curriculum.
Thanks.
Fine. The other. Have you participated in curriculum creation in elementary education? If so, what did you do in it?
Well, actually, I have once the opportunity to work in a curriculum, but not really the design, but actually the evaluation of that curriculum, and it was related to teaching English to students in primary education. So what we did actually was a school that was very active and participated in lots of spaces where the curriculum was discussed at the level of the educational system in Uruguay. And what we were thinking is how to reconnect the learning of English not only as a subject but in the daily life of students, to be able that so students in primary education be able to learn in English in different spaces, environments. It was very interesting for us to be able to participate in that.
Okay, then what is difference between the theories and applications about curriculum?
Yeah, well, what that I think is a very important difference regarding what we, as a moment ago I mentioned as the evaluation. Why? Because one thing is the theory, to work from the level of the content, which is always important, but another different thing is to put this theory into practice, and to see and be able to observe, to reflect, and to evaluate what we have been working in terms of content, on the content, and also how this makes this becomes lively in practice and in relation to the students and to the reality of our classrooms, which are not always the same. So I think that the connection is always related to that space that the curriculum gives us as a matter of reflection. To have that time to reflect on what we are working how we are working on that. It's very, very important to be able to develop the curriculum, to improve, and to take actions. And if we see that it's not always the best option for us to teach a content.
Thanks. Finally, what should be the principal objective in the elaboration of the curriculum for the teacher?
Well, first of all, the content is always important, right? But it's the way the content is going to be worked that is very important and becomes relevant, because it's not the content per se, but it's the content in relation to how we are working with our students, what kind of models we have is a reflection to work with the students. And also for me it's very important that we think that there are many different pedagogical and curricular models to work with our students, and perhaps some of them are better in some specific situations and some others are relevant and become relevant in other situations. So we should be always flexible and have in mind that the curriculum is a tool that we have to work with the students, to work with the content, but learning is always what is in the center. The process of teaching and learning should always be in the center of that curriculum, content, and process.
Okay, teacher. We want to thank your time and your collaboration with our work.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great job.